Okay, and here we are. Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. This is the evening of Sunday, November the 3rd, 2 days before the election. Who is going to win? Well, here, the old saying is, the lesser of two evils. But what do you do when the two evils in question are equal? I mean, in other words, if there's no lesser evil, what do you do? That's my opinion on this current presidential election cycle. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this. First of all, big news. You can look forward to next week sometime. A new series of dealing with SAS. I had as a habit, I had a friend who said, "Hey, what do you know about SAS?" I'm like, "I don't know anything about SAS." So I watched a few videos, I watched some more videos. You can also use ChatGPT to help you write SAS code. SAS can run SQL, it can run Python, and it can even run R. So that's kind of interesting. It has a point-and-click interface or a programming interface. And there's two products. There's SAS Studio Basic, which is what's probably the older product. And there's a newer, more analytic-based, more advanced analytic type interface. I'll be going through how to get a free account in the first video, and hopefully just show you how to import a file and do a very quick plot or analysis with it. But so that's look forward to that coming up this week. So be sure and click the bell icon so when that video goes up, you will be notified, as well as subscribe and like the video for me today. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to our ongoing story of the furniture Mart analysis in R. You know, I suppose in the interest of fairness, I need to do a series with Python also. So after we finish the 10 projects here, guess what? We're going to go back and do it all over again with Python. Okay? And you know what else? We may even try to do a SAS at some point. How about that? Goodness gracious. Okay. So anyway, you know the usual subjects, right? Tidyverse, lubricate, forecast, scale. This is a table. Is that a real word? You know, DuckDB, DBI. These turn off all the messages except for the actual output itself. And so we're doing that now. After a couple tries and no help from ChatGPT, I finally figured out how to get DuckDB to work every time. Because what was happening is you run it once and it opens up a connection, and when you try to run it again, it says, "Oh, there's a connection already open. I can't run this." So what I finally came up with was this: if the connection exists and this exists, then run sales, okay, and then disconnect. If the connection does not exist, establish the connection, run the query, and then disconnect. Because the key is to disconnect. When you disconnect it, that makes the database available for the next query, okay, or the next connection. Now the thing, of course, is DuckDB, for all its strength, is not a multi-user system. It's designed to be by one person at a time. Now supposedly I can come up here somehow like this and put like a read-only flag or something like that from DB. I'm not quite sure. I wonder if we can look that up here. Host port, DB name. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. And of course, you can also run DuckDB in memory. Okay, DuckDB is really designed to be run in memory. Okay. So let's see if we can do something here. So let's run our libraries. Let's see if we could. So here's our data. Okay. And at the end of the night, I'll go in and I'll upload our furniture. Upload our furniture Mart duck database to the repository. Okay, and also upgrade the rest of this code. So we start out here. Question one. What I did, and it didn't actually work as I thought it would. I actually thought, you know what? I'll put all of the code up here we use. All right. Okay. This is all the code we use to create the various tables. Then I started down here. Okay. Right. Now we're down to 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. So I'm not going to go back and rerun on any of this code here for us this evening. I'm just going to go. But by the way, this didn't work as planned. The idea was that it wouldn't show up in the code because it's above the any of the title lines for the slides. Oh, this is a reminder. We're making a PowerPoint presentation, and anytime you have a single hashtag like this creates a new slide. Okay, so we had a table of contents slide. Then we had the first two questions up here. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is what? That's right. We want to come back over here. We want to upload our data. You notice they got a new thing. You can now search the web. Interesting, huh? Let's upload our code again. What the heck is that? I have no idea what that means. What? What is going on here? Oh no, let's use. I have no idea what this is. I have no clue what that is. Okay. What is the updated cells? What we did, we updated the cells. We moved the dates forward by 6 years, I think it was. That way it's going to bring them up to like 2024 or something like that, or 2023. Because the trouble is, you have certain things you want to start from the most recent. You want to start from the current date and go back. Well, we couldn't start from the current date, as you recall, because the data went from like 2014 to 2017. So I went into ChatGPT and I said, hey, add 7 years onto the order date and the ship date. Okay. 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 And just as a reminder, the only problem is I'm not sure. I'm not sure which. Oh, shoot. Which. Well, I'm going to go on. I'm going to go on the assumption that I actually updated the data in the DuckDB database. Okay, just what I found. Okay, so the order date is January 20th, 2020 to December 30th, 2023. The ship date is January 10th, 2020 to January 5th. So that makes sense. Okay, good. Okay. Oops. Sorry about that. Here we go. Aggregate the data, sort by order date. Okay. Over time. What's this over here? So we're going back to actually creating this stuff right here, okay? But this here really isn't necessary because we've already did that above. Okay. Sales data, sales. Let's just do this for a moment. Let's just run this. Okay, let's do so what was the question again? Now the trouble is, we keep overwriting some of the data, okay? We keep overwriting the sales data. Group, calculate total sales, sum, top 10. Okay, so we're creating essentially what you can think of this here is, to a certain extent, we're doing here similar to a almost like a common table expression. You run the code to pull out the top 10 customers' numbers, okay? Then we join it with this, and then we pass this code down to here, all right? Top customers, top customers. Okay, then we use a filter command. We got to pull the top 10 customers. Okay, from up here. Then we're going to plot it. So let's see. X is order date. Y is cumulative profit. Line plot, cumulative lifetime value, top 10 customers. That's a little confusing, isn't it? Should we try top 5 customers maybe? So we'll come back over here and we'll leave this at 10. Okay. The good news is it worked exactly the way we wanted it to work. The bad news is we really need to come up with a little better looking plot. Okay, for a clearer view of the customer lifetime value of the top 10 customers, we can try alternative plots that simplify a bit. Here's a few things. A bar plot of total profit, a box plot of order profit distribution, that'll teach you to do that. And we're going to give these their own space, okay? Well, that's helpful, actually, isn't it? Good. We may wind up having 2 or 3 plots on this thing, you know that? Let's come back up here. Run this. Run this. Okay. Okay, good. Of course, it could be because I didn't run the code above. Okay. Hmm. This is interesting. Profit per order. Interesting. Okay. Let's do something a little funky. Let's come up here. Let's save this image. Save it there. Okay. The plot represents the distribution of profit per order for the top 10 customers by lifetime value. Each box plot represents an interquartile range of profits per order for customer. Okay. Over the lifetime. With a line inside the box marking the median profit per order. The whiskers extend to the minimum and maximum values. Okay. Variation across customers. Laura Armstrong and Quincy Jones have the highest, have a relatively low level of profit per order, as indicated by their low median lines. However, they do show some outliers in the higher profits. Red Jenkins shows shows a broad distribution with a higher median and a larger range of profit per order. This could suggest that Red Jenkins orders vary widely in profitability. Let's see here. Brenda Bowman has a narrow distribution of profit values, indicating that more consistency in the profit per order. High variance customers, Joe Elijah, Mariah Elizer, Seth Vernon shows slight variations and per order consistency. Bob Donnelly and Anne Franklin have narrow boxes with far few or no outliers, indicating their profits per order is more consistent. Interesting. Okay, good. Okay, good. Sounds like it could be a good summary slide, doesn't it? Okay. I don't know. You know, these three plots are pretty doggone good. I may have to actually keep all of them in there and let the stakeholders decide what they want to get rid of. Okay, so now let's move on to question 5. Track customer purchase pattern and identify potential churn risk based on inactivity or reduced. I don't think we have any customers with a lot of inactivity. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Okay, so all right. So here's our problem. We're still using the old data. We're not using the updated patterns of the data. Okay, but that's okay. We'll continue to work with what we can, and then we'll go on. You know what we'll do? We'll go in and we'll update the DuckDB database. Okay, once we finish here. This will actually be the last exercise for tonight. I'll go in by myself and update. course, this one here doesn't actually have any. Oh. Now you notice there's, interesting enough, there's no, yeah, the trouble is we're still using the old dates, right? How about the, is that actually a proper sentence? Top 10 customers at risk of churn? Okay. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Now you see the trouble is these aren't making any sense. Okay. Because we're not looking at, you know, well, but this table looks really nice. All right. So let's see what happens if we try to render the whole thing. Okay. Hopefully this will fix our connect problem, our error that's already in use, the file's already in use. Let's just run this up here. If it doesn't work, I'll repair it offline. Okay, I don't want to keep you here while I'm trying to do too much. We've already been here for 35 minutes, and now the thing is